Well, here I am with my dear soul brother, Michael Harth, who you met earlier on in the series. He's the co-founder and chief culture officer of Laz Parking. So
now I'm a taxi service.
Now you're a taxi service. Oh, my brother. He's a dear friend and soul brother. And he's offered to come and get me for my weekend adventure to the urgent care. So,
Adventures of bald people going to urgent care on the weekend.
Yes. It's like riding in cars.
Yeah, there you go, riding in cars. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So the latest development is I went in for a workup with my cavitary pneumonia, and it turns out that there are other things in the differential beyond the common pneumococcal pneumonia and Staph aureus, which I was treated for with Augmentin successfully. And so my pleuritic chest pain went away, but I've been short of breath. And it turns out I went in on Friday for that was yesterday. So, for something called a bronchiolar lavage, where they put me under sedation and they go into my lungs with a scope and they lavage out some salt water, and they get all these washings back, looking for all kinds of exotic things. And lo and behold, I have a fungal infection called Pneumocystis. And it's an infection that AIDS patients get. But it's also an infection that individuals that are immunocompromised, that we get this, and I'm on high dose steroids and chemotherapy. So clearly I'm a candidate for that. So I'm going into the urgent care right now to get this treated. The good news is that because I've been short of breath, I can be readily treated with this, and hopefully my shortness of breath will go away.
Then we'll go jogging together.
There we go.
Or maybe surfing.
Yeah.
We're pulling up to the beautiful Torrey Pines State Beach.
Yes.
On a little bit of a Juney, gloomy day, but the sun hopefully will be coming out. The ocean is calm. It's beckoning you, Danny, back into its velvety wave existence. It's one of my favorite parts of Del Mar, too.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
These Torrey Pines, that's the state park, and then there's the golf course. There's the beach way in the background. Whenever I drive here, I think about what it must have been like, 200 years ago, when there was nothing here but Indians. Living up in these hills and on the beach, fishing, and deer, and fox and rabbits. And it must have been nirvana.
Amazing.
It's just beautiful.
Amazing.
It's such a stunning area. And this is also the home of one of Laz Parking's biggest state parking lots.
Wow.
The Torrey Pines. We actually staff the person who looks like a ranger in this little parking booth is actually a Laz family member. So we feel very connected to this little stretch. And
Well, I will say that your staff are the friendliest staff, imaginable, and you have a personal stake in that because you're very invested in your culture.
well, it's all about the people.
Yeah,
That's what you do. Take care of people, and then they take care of the customers, the clients, and it's one big happy family.
amazing.
Very fortunate. There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
The American flag hanging straight down because there's no wind today.
Arriving at my all familiar Scripps.
This was the first hospital we ever parked cars at in
Oh,
1981.
Yeah.
It was half the size back then.
Yeah. Oh, did you know that it has your?
Yeah. Last part?
Look at that. Laz is
Everywhere.
is
you want to be.
everywhere you want to be. Amazing. So I guess you get out of this parking lot for free.
I don't know if I have that clout anymore. Just another parking
Yeah.
schmuck. So where are we going?
So I've just seen the ER physician, and what a wonderful doctor she is. And so the plan is to repeat the CT angio to see whether or not there's been a regression of the cavitary pneumonia lesions and the clot burden, and then to get an IV load of Septra. So it's interesting. Septra is an antibacterial that is, in this case, used on a fungus, and it works. It works better than in comparison to some of the antifungal treatments, and hopefully I'll go home tonight. Look what a beautiful sign that is. You are loved, and it reminds me how it aligns with to live a loving life. So I'm actually getting admitted for IV antibiotics. So that's going to affect my Father's Day, and
Okay, so
yeah,
we have
well, part of me wants to make every moment count. Certainly, a part of me is disappointed, and I'm noticing I can hold both within me at the same time, because tomorrow is Father's Day, and I was so looking forward to spending time with my boys, and making every moment count with them. So what I'm hoping to do is we're getting do intravenous Septra. I hope to get certainly a dose tonight, and then perhaps a couple of doses tomorrow, and then get just discharged on oral medication, and perhaps they can come and visit me tomorrow here at the hospital, and hopefully I'll be home with them at dinner, and then I'm so looking forward to going to Santa Barbara on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, and I haven't been to Santa Barbara to see where Zach's at college, and that's a meaningful trip to me as well. So I will rise to these challenges, and at the same time, I'm feeling, some sadness about and disappointment about what is going on, while I'm actually looking to rise. I will rise by the grace of God and by the support of my family. And speaking of which, Sue's on her way with her just glorious soup and healthy, sugar-free chocolate mousse ice cream, and we're going to watch a show tonight on my computer, and which we've been binge watching. It's called Startup. So we're sucked in. Anyway, I hope you're having a blessed evening. Bye. Well, I've just, this is dawn, and I've just awoken to my breakfast, where I had 3 poached eggs and a vegetable scramble, and they gave me this room overlooking the golf course, where it's final day of the US Open. So so it's I've woken feeling really good. I've had 2 IV infusions of antibiotics, and I'm thinking what a miracle it is that I didn't travel. I was scheduled to be down in Mexico in Cabo, and the blood clot to my lung stopped me from traveling. And if I had gone down, I could have been very sick with a pneumocystis. So the blessings, you never know how this unfolds. So I'm feeling grateful, and I'm looking forward to being with my family today, on Father's Day, wherever that may be. And I'm hopeful to be discharged later today, and we'll just roll with it, and we'll roll with all the emotions that come up around that too. I've also been reflecting on the seriousness of the diagnosis. When I went through my training at the height of the AIDS epidemic, when it was in the early days, and I was caring for a lot of AIDS patients at San Francisco General, and Pneumocystis was rampant, and I saw a lot of young people my age with collapsed lungs and died on ventilators. It's I have a mild form of it right now, and but the treatment is potentially long and involved, and so this one's going to require some additional resiliency. Well, we have activity on the greens right now, but the best part of what Sue has come to visit me. And she has brought me.
Father's Day.
It's Father's Day. And she has kindly brought me a shake, a green healthy shake, and then a Father's Day card.
And the teenagers are still sleeping
Yes.
because they were out last
Yeah.
very late.
We're going to be discharged, and the good news is it looks like I'm going to be discharged on oral medications, and I will be following up with my pulmonologist hopefully on Thursday. And in the meantime, I hope to enjoy. We hope to enjoy a vacation in Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara on the coast in the Ritz, while our boys work hard moving Zach from one apartment to the other.
Yes.
And we will be relaxing by the pool, although not probably under a blanket because I think it's going to be cold.
Yes. Yeah.
Cloudy.
Well, that'll be cozy.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Nice to visit.
Just wishing you the blessings of the day.